Hey, it's John. During the PDI sessions, you had asked for a video on how to just create a team and channels. So I just wanted to give you just a real quick video on how to do that. Obviously, you would start in teams here. And the first thing that you want to do is create a team. And here's your options here. You're going to click Create Team. And here you have four options, and these options are very important because they are very different. The class option might be used by teachers a lot to work with students because this is one of the teams that allows you to create assignments. The professional learning community is more of like a working group. And the staff group, this is what we use to create the DCSD academic coaching group because this option gives you the chance to create a team using a group that's already set up. So in other words, the DeKalb County School District Academic Coaching Group was already set up. So we created the team through that existing group. So you may already have existing groups in your school from which you may want to create a team. For my purposes, though, I am going to create a class because I think it has some of the most interesting benefits for teachers. So if I did create a class, and I just put in Mr. Ruby's class here, click next. Um, Here we see that I do have the option to add students and teachers. Um, so if you do type in names here, I'm not in here for any reason because I'm not a student. Um, Teachers, go ahead and we start populating. Now with the students, it's a little different because let me just put an example, Ruby. You see, these really aren't students. But as I get through, for some reason, it's starting to get the middle name right here for students. And that's a little odd, but that's right now how it's set up, that you have to click and then get onto the middle name to get the student on here. This may change even by the time I've made this video, but right now that's the way it is. But also, because if you see, if I try to do this student's name with a C, it doesn't show up. But then when I start doing with the S, um, it does show up here. So another thing that you can do is put in this S number, 9039583, and then you would have to put the S in front. And you could find students like that, which is a lot easier than doing through their middle name. So that's just one thing you can do. But we are going to skip this step for now. And here we are, we've begun our class. You can create assignments this way through here. But one of the things that we were trying to focus on for this portion is creating the channels. Like every single team has a general channel in which all participants can grow. So to create a channel, all you need to do is click on these three dots and simply add the channel. You may want to do breakout one. You have the option to either make it standard so that everybody can access the channel, or you can create a private channel. Just know how Teams is set up. Once you create the private or vice versa, you cannot switch back and forth between channels. You have to actually delete the channel and start over again. So just be aware of that. Because if you do make it standard, anybody can go into that room at any time. But if it's something to where you want to create the room that's private, I've heard some teachers and coaches say, I want rooms private so students can't be going hopping back and forth between channels. That's kind of when you put it on private. And then when you go to next, you would invite students. For example, that's on here. You could invite students to the class in this way, and teachers as well. That's really it when it comes to creating channels. You can create as many as you like. Like I said, once you go in, there's not an option to make this public from private. You would have to come here, edit the channel. You can edit the channel and change the name. That's all you can do there. But you can also come here to manage the channel and your guests, add members, etc. Settings. There's not a lot of crazy settings here. Just mentions and like GIFs and stickers here that you can kind of mess around with. But nothing too crazy. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can always ask me, you just delete the channel here by clicking delete the channel. But that's pretty basic. That's pretty much how you would just create channels and work through that process.